You've been sent to Albion, the Empire's northernmost frontier. A land of mist, myth, and mud. Far from the marble streets of the Roman Empire, you'll find a world unlike any you've known. The locals wear trousers instead of togas, drink beer instead of wine, and prefer their alderman to you, a Roman governor. And yet, this mysterious place holds great promise. You will always be a Roman, so you can either govern like one, or be a sympathetic leader. But a leader you must be. You can drain the marshes, lay down stone roads, and bring a touch of Roman comfort to these distant shores. Or you can embrace the local ways with bardic halls and mysterious deities. The land may be unfamiliar, of some the people unyielding, but the legacy you built here could echo through the Empire. So welcome to Albion. Your story begins here.
Okay. Anno 117, Pax Romana.
Timber is vital to the continued growth of our city.
Have a looky look. The marshlands here. Beautiful world. Very atmospheric. Not an incredibly big island, but we have resources. So these are the fertilities for the Albion Island. It's pretty nice. Just don't get the mini map. Why is it a square within a circle? That's not really ideal, I don't think. Just look at province map. Yeah, look. Square within a circle, I think that's a lot of wasted real estate. They could just maybe fit it within the circle, rather than having this little square in there. One thing I like, it tells you the fertilities on your island. It shows the icons at the very least. Maybe if you hover over them, they should give you a list, I think. My opinion. These quests, I don't like the little menu you have to click to expand. I think it should just be there, top left. Just top left, maybe a bit transparent. You hover over it and it comes into focus, etc. There's kind of a quick way to get to marsh slots, mountain slots. Just click it, takes you to mountain slots. If you have other provinces, you can select one. There's your province map. And let's go back to getting posts where we come ashore. Last time, menu. Okay, build menu. I noticed these quick menu. I'm gonna double up in this expanded menu. I hope it can be a bit simplified rather than duplicating. So you can, you know, reserve space for other stuff and not have these duplicates. In the case of tools, you got tools menu here. Shows the tools up here, then shows the tools here, and right click. Lo and behold, you get access to the tools here as well. Maybe in later game it changes, or maybe there's an option in the settings to change it that I'm not aware of. You can edit it here, you can edit the wheel, which is good, but I don't think we need these duplicates over here. It takes up too much space, I think. Just like a quick menu, timber, click it, okay. It's just expanded menu maybe, okay. Ships, line trips, don't have any trips.
Governor.
boat. Again, can't really send them anywhere. Very limited. This is a 1 hour sandbox experience with Anno 117. So it's not gonna be a whole lot that I'm gonna have an opportunity to explore. But let's see what I can do in this little time that I have. Again, I have to open the menu. I think it just should be there so I can track progress. Open it and close it. Check what I need to do. Okay. And change the orientation, and then you can build diagonally as well. So building residences provides the workforce you need for these warehouses, etc. So I'm gonna have to build a harbor for this. And for this goes in the marshland. Remember, you can change the orientation, and the little red dot, that's where the road has to connect. So I'm gonna face it towards the land so it'll be easier. Also make sure the efficiency is at 100% when you're placing your buildings, just so you get a good amount of materials and resources. I'm also gonna go place a warehouse within the vicinity because it needs it. Oh, yeah, that should be good. That connects all three of them together. Now I'm gonna connect them to the trading post. And that, so we don't have wood at the moment, so I just gotta wait and look at the details. The details visually. This game is just incredible. Looks beautiful. I just wish we had more than 1 hour of a gameplay to experience, the game, to get a good feel of what the game has to offer. I've not played Anno 1800, so this is my first foray into the series. But this does look really good. But I think the menu would stand to be a bit more streamlined, I feel like. Public service, I think it could provide a bit more detail, or maybe it does. Okay, so public service needs. Now I think I can build maybe. Yep. Let's build a market.
Public services should be erected close to residences in order to meet people's needs.
Yeah, what if I just build it along this road? It'll cover all the houses. Great. I should put a hedge on now. They're connected to the road, and I can expand my residences on this side. Which I'm going to have to do. Probably wondering why it's highlighted and it's not building is because I don't have enough resources yet. But as they become available, I'll be able to build those. No, I don't have a connection for that. My bad. This is really annoying. I have to keep this open just to track that. Shouldn't be like this. See, it gives you the option of Romanization of your community, or you can keep it Celtic. And Celtic people are generally a bit more religious. They have their own gods. In comparison to the Romans, who are a bit more progressive. So they have their own, you know, superstitions and beliefs. It'll be interesting to see what the results yield. Later in the game, if you pick the Celtic, if you want to go the Celtic route, you want to maintain those beliefs. How they interact with the wider world, I think that's something one can only know during the full release of the game. So, fortunately, it will not provide us with the opportunity during this 1 hour sandbox experience. So as you can see, Romano, Celtic, knowledge, these are more belief centric. Local customs and gods, and yeah. And the other thing is, because this is Celtic community, if I romanize too much, the people might turn against me as well. So I have to be mindful of that. I might choose a Romano Celtic.
Looking forward to doing business with you, Gov.
A winkle among your cockles is a gift from the sea.
It seems like if I upgrade, you lose the weighted workforce. So upgrading also impacts. It impacts your workforce, so you need specific workforce for specific jobs. So labor intensive, I think you need those plebeian workforce, which are the waiters. Alt. Oh, I can downgrade as well. Okay. Need tiles as well, so this is gonna be a while. Pretty sure I'm gonna run out of time for the demo before I can build anything. So my thoughts, I think the menu needs a bit more refining. Um, just too much doubling up in my opinion. Like these quick items, these items that can be checked on the quick menu, quick access. Shouldn't be there. The tool option shouldn't be there because there's a tool option here, and then you right click and you got a tool there as well. So you can clean that up a bit. The map, minimap, square. I think there's just a lot of wasted real estate. Just make a circle. You don't need a square inside that. You could potentially shrink it a little bit as well. Overall minimap. But yeah, definitely circle. These quest options, they should just be there permanently, be transparent so you can see them. I'll hover over them and they come into focus. They shouldn't be something you have to click and unclick to hide. Notification that can be removed and maybe checked up here somewhere. So clean up, the side menu a bit. Those are my main issues, I think, with it. Otherwise, the world looks beautiful, very atmospheric. The detail is just incredible when you zoom in. Obviously didn't really get much sense of, the full game, the raids and stuff like that. Don't know how that plays out. It's a big part of it. Trading, going to other islands. I got to experience none of that. They're just going off the demo.
Your city is growing, and the chance of an incident with it. Build institutions to better deal with such incidents.
Excuse me. Anyway, as I was saying, I didn't really get to experience much of the game, just very limited sandbox experience. Very limited quest and objective that we had exposure to. Someone that's not played Anno 1800, if I just had to play this. I find that very repetitive, but the demo could have been much... could have been a bit longer. A bit more detailed. A bit more exposure, those are my final thoughts. So yeah, for the menu, I played Frostpunk. I think they could do something similar. Although it's not 1-to-1 ratio, I know. Let me know what your thoughts are on the demo. I'm looking forward to it. And if it's worth me playing Anno 1800 in the meantime. Or should I jump into Civilization 6 or 7? Really starting to dig into those games recently. Stepping away from first-person shooters. Being a bit too old for those, and those are really boring. Yeah, till next time. Peace out.